There is one natural repair system inside your eyes and brain that becomes almost silent after 60, unless you feed it the right thing. No drugs, no complicated routines. But most people have no idea it exists. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what you've been missing. Hi, I'm Dr. James Porter. Over the past 30 years, I've had the privilege of sitting across from thousands of older adults, many of whom told me the same quiet fears. They weren't afraid of getting older. They were afraid of slipping, of losing clarity, of reaching for their glasses more often, only to find even those weren't helping anymore, of walking into a room and forgetting why, of staring at a familiar face and drawing a blank. Not overnight, not dramatic, just a slow, steady, fading in their eyesight, in their memory, in the way they felt connected to the world around them. And what made it harder? Most of them thought it was normal. But here's the truth. While aging does bring changes, many of the problems we accept, the blurry vision, the brain fog, the moments of confusion, are not just about age. They're signs that the body is struggling to repair itself. Because your eyes and brain are alive, active, always working, and they need specific fuel to keep repairing the tiny bits of damage that happen every day. That fuel? It's a special type of fat, one that protects the cells in your retina, strengthens your nerve connections, and helps your mind stay sharp. After 60, your body stops producing enough of it on its own. And if your diet doesn't make up for it, things begin to unravel. Slowly, at first, then faster. The good news is, there's still time to turn it around. In today's video, I'll walk you through 3 simple foods, all rich in the omega-3 seconds your brain and eyes quietly crave. They're easy to find, easy to enjoy, and the last one we'll cover is especially helpful if your symptoms have already begun. If this is your first time here, welcome to Senior Brain Vision, where we explore real, science-backed ways to protect your mind, your eyes, and your independence. Feel free to subscribe if that's something you want more of in your life. Now let's begin with a food from the deep sea that does far more than most people realize. Let's start with one of the most powerful repair foods nature has to offer: wild-caught salmon. Now I know, it's not new, it's not exotic, but when it comes to restoring vision and brain function after 60, few things even come close. The secret lies in something called DHA, a special kind of omega-3 fat that your body can't make on its own. DHA is more than just good fat. It makes up a major part of the retina in your eyes and the gray matter in your brain. Think of it as the structural material, the insulation, the wiring, the protective coating that keeps signals firing cleanly and quickly between your eyes and your mind. But here's the problem. As we age, our DHA levels drop, sometimes by more than 30%. And with that drop comes slower memory, weaker recall, poor focus, and yes, declining visual acuity. In fact, a 2018 study published in the journal Prostaglandins, Leukotrienes, and Essential Fatty Acids found that older adults with higher DHA levels had significantly better memory performance and faster cognitive reaction times than those with lower levels. Another clinical trial, published in Nutrients in 2020, followed 86 seniors with early signs of macular decline. Those who consumed DHA-rich fish like salmon twice a week showed measurable improvements in contrast sensitivity and visual clarity, 2 key markers of functional vision. What's even more fascinating is how DHA works at the cellular level. It helps reduce inflammation in blood vessels around the brain and retina. That means better circulation, more oxygen delivery, and improved communication between neurons. It also supports the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a natural protein that protects neurons and helps generate new ones. To put it simply, DHA is the oil in the engine. Without enough of it, the entire system slows down, overheats, and starts to wear out. But with it, your mind feels sharper, your vision steadier, your daily tasks smoother. I once worked with a gentleman named Richard, a 73-year-old retired teacher. He came to me after noticing a strange haze in his peripheral vision and difficulty remembering simple instructions, even though his eyes checked out fine. When we reviewed his diet, I found out he hadn't eaten fish in years. We added wild-caught salmon to his dinner twice a week, nothing fancy, just a basic portion, baked with olive oil and herbs. 3 months later, Richard returned for a follow-up. He told me he had started reading books again, said the fog had lifted. And he remembered his neighbor's name without hesitation. Now, of course, salmon isn't magic, but it provides the exact fuel that an aging brain and retina are often starving for. And it's not just about protection. Salmon supports actual repair. It helps rebuild damaged photoreceptor cells in the eye. It strengthens the synaptic connections that control memory and attention. It even plays a role in regulating mood, something that often declines alongside memory. So how do you use it? I recommend starting with 2 servings a week of wild-caught salmon. Grilled, baked, steamed, however you like it. If you don't enjoy the taste, try adding lemon or mustard glaze. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. And if fresh isn't always available, frozen wild salmon is a perfectly good option. You can also pair it with dark leafy greens or a spoonful of flaxseed oil to increase the absorption of those brain-supporting fats. The key is to make it part of your rhythm, a quiet habit that works in the background, to rebuild what time has worn down. Your brain may feel slower, your eyes may feel tired, but the cells inside you are still listening, still responding, and they still know what to do if you give them the right tools. Salmon is one of the best places to begin. Let's turn to something much smaller, but no less powerful. Chia seeds may look simple, unassuming, but these tiny seeds carry an extraordinary ability to protect and restore 2 of your most vital systems, your vision and your brain. And what makes them special is how they work on the inside. While salmon delivers high levels of DHA, chia seeds are a potent source of another form of omega-3 called ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. Your body can convert ALA into usable DHA and EPA, though the process is slower. But that doesn't make it less important. Especially for one reason most people overlook: hydration. You see, the eyes are one of the most water-dependent organs in the body. They rely on moisture to maintain clarity, regulate pressure, and protect delicate structures from damage. As we age, we naturally lose water not just in the skin, but in the eyes as well. That leads to dryness, irritation, and a subtle rise in intraocular pressure. Over time, that pressure becomes a silent threat, especially for conditions like glaucoma. This is where chia seeds shine. When soaked, chia seeds can absorb up to 12 times their weight in water. They form a gel-like coating that slows digestion and delivers hydration deep into the gut and bloodstream. That hydration doesn't just help digestion, it supports cellular function, including in the eyes and brain. A 2012 study, published in the Journal of Molecular Vision, showed that omega-3 supplementation, including ALA sources, helped lower intraocular pressure and supported retinal cell survival under oxidative stress, 2 critical factors for aging eyes. Another study in Nutrients from 2016 confirmed that regular ALA intake was associated with a lower risk of glaucoma in older adults, particularly when combined with hydration and antioxidants. While chia seeds weren't the only food studied, they were one of the richest and most accessible sources of ALA. But chia seeds don't stop at the eyes. In the brain, ALA plays a key role in reducing neuroinflammation, a silent force behind memory loss, brain fog, and mood instability. Chronic inflammation in the central nervous system has been linked to faster cognitive decline, particularly in older adults. A 2015 paper in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience highlighted how plant-based omega-3 seconds helped reduce markers of brain inflammation and supported better verbal memory scores in seniors over a 6-month period. Chia also provides a stable, plant-based energy source, helping maintain balanced blood sugar, which directly affects cognitive stability and energy levels throughout the day. And then there's fiber. Most adults over 60 fall far short of the recommended daily fiber intake. Yet fiber plays a quiet but essential role in brain health by supporting the gut microbiome. A balanced gut environment contributes to the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin, which influence everything from mood to memory. So, how do you use chia seeds? The most effective way is to soak them. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds to a glass of water, almond milk, or coconut milk, and let them sit for at least 20 minutes or overnight in the fridge. You'll get a gentle gel that can be stirred into oatmeal, smoothies, or eaten as a pudding. Some people enjoy adding cinnamon, vanilla, or berries for flavor and antioxidants. Others prefer them plain. Either way, the key is consistency. using them daily or at least several times per week. Dry chia can also be sprinkled over yogurt or salads, but keep in mind that soaking helps unlock their full hydration potential and makes them easier to digest. Chia seeds are not a magic cure, but they offer something that's often missing after 60. A simple, daily way to replenish hydration, reduce silent inflammation, and give your brain and eyes the gentle support they need to repair. So, if your eyes often feel dry, if your focus fades in the afternoon, if you're looking for a natural way to restore stability from the inside out, these tiny seeds are worth making space for in your routine, especially because they ask for so little and offer so much in return. Now let's talk about something that often sits quietly in the background, a golden liquid that holds surprising power for aging minds and fading eyes. Flaxseed oil is one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 seconds, especially ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. But unlike chia seeds, where ALA is wrapped in fiber and requires soaking, flaxseed oil delivers this essential fat in a concentrated, highly absorbable form. Why does that matter? Because after 60, your nervous system, including the optic nerves behind your eyes and the long nerve branches throughout your brain, begins to show signs of wear. You may notice slower reaction times, trouble concentrating, or a sense of visual lag when moving between light and dark environments. These changes are not just about aging. They're often the result of myelin breakdown, the protective coating around nerves that helps signals travel quickly and efficiently. And ALA has been shown to play a key role in rebuilding that coating. A 2021 study in neural regeneration research found that dietary ALA supported the repair of myelin sheaths in aging mice, resulting in improved cognitive performance and visual processing. While animal studies don't always translate directly, the results mirror what clinicians have long suspected, that flaxseed oil helps restore communication speed between the brain and the body. Flaxseed oil also has powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Chronic inflammation in the eyes has been linked to retinal thinning, early-stage macular degeneration, and reduced blood flow to the optic nerve. In the brain, it disrupts the delicate balance of neurotransmitters responsible for memory, mood, and sleep. But when you introduce flaxseed oil consistently, the body begins to shift. Inflammation markers like CRP, C-reactive protein, go down. Circulation improves. Neural activity stabilizes. A randomized clinical trial, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2015, found that older adults who consumed flaxseed oil daily for 12 weeks had significantly lower levels of inflammatory biomarkers and reported better focus and emotional resilience. And here's something you might not expect. Flaxseed oil also supports the production of serotonin, the neurotransmitter behind calm focus, emotional balance, and restful sleep. That's why many older adults who use it report feeling not just clearer, but calmer. In terms of eye health, flaxseed oil has been studied for its ability to reduce dry eye symptoms, a common complaint among seniors. A 2012 trial in cornea followed 60 participants with chronic dry eye syndrome. Those who took flaxseed oil daily saw marked improvement in tear stability and surface moisture over a 90-day period. So how do you use it? The best way is simple. Take 1 tablespoon of cold-pressed flaxseed oil each day. It can be drizzled over a salad, stirred into oatmeal, or added to a smoothie. Just make sure it's never heated, as high temperatures can damage its fragile fatty acids. It's also best to store flaxseed oil in the fridge to maintain its freshness. Look for bottles that are dark or opaque, and always choose cold-pressed to ensure quality. What makes flaxseed oil unique isn't just its nutrient profile, it's how easily it becomes part of your daily rhythm. No soaking, no cooking, just a spoonful a day that works quietly in the background. When combined with the other foods we've discussed, flaxseed oil creates a full-spectrum repair system. It nourishes the nerves, supports visual processing, stabilizes mood and memory, and helps reduce the silent inflammation that ages us from within. It's not dramatic, it won't change everything overnight, but give it time, and the changes may surprise you, especially when the brain starts to feel more alive, when the words come back faster, when the light doesn't sting your eyes as much, and when the day just feels a little clearer than it did before. That's what healing can look like: quiet, steady, and real. Now that you've seen the power of these 3 natural sources of omega-3 second: salmon, chia seeds, and flaxseed oil, the question becomes simple. How do you bring them into your life in a way that feels realistic, sustainable, and healing? Because change doesn't come from information alone. It comes from rhythm, repetition. A quiet commitment you make to your future self. One that begins with a small step tonight, not someday. So here's what I recommend. In the morning, start with flaxseed oil. 1 tablespoon, cold pressed, straight from the fridge. Stir it gently into a warm bowl of oatmeal, or blend it into a smoothie if that's more your style. You won't taste it much, but your brain will notice the difference in time. At lunch, give your body its most direct source of DHA. Wild-caught salmon. Grilled, baked, or poached. You don't need a gourmet recipe, just a palm-sized portion, seasoned with a little lemon, sea salt, and olive oil. Even once or twice a week is enough to begin nourishing the nerves behind your eyes and the memory centers in your brain. And at night, just before you wind down, prepare a small bowl of chia pudding. 1 or 2 tablespoons of seeds, soaked in almond milk, left to rest for at least 20 minutes. Add a dash of cinnamon or blueberries if you'd like. Let it be part of your quiet evening, something simple, soothing, and full of repair. That's it. No pills, no complex routines, no waiting for the next appointment or lab result, just food. Gentle, healing food that speaks the same language your body has known since birth. And if you miss a day, that's okay. Healing doesn't demand perfection. It asks for consistency, a slow, steady return to what your brain and eyes have been waiting for, the nourishment they once had in abundance, now restored through care. You might not notice a difference tomorrow, but in a few weeks, you may find that the page is easier to read, that the word comes back faster, that your thoughts feel just a little clearer, and your world a little brighter. Because the truth is, it's not too late. Your body still remembers how to heal. Your brain still wants to connect. Your eyes still want to focus. And with a little help, they can. The beauty of this plan isn't just in what it gives you: sharper vision, stronger memory, more confidence. It's in what it helps you avoid: the creeping dependence, the growing frustration, the quiet fear of losing pieces of yourself day by day. These small foods protect something far bigger: your sense of self. So make it part of your life. Not with urgency, but with care. With trust in the quiet progress happening underneath. If this video brought you clarity or comfort today, feel free to like it and share it with someone you care about. And if this is your first time here, I invite you to subscribe so we can keep exploring these quiet ways to heal together. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.